having more fun than anyone.
Billy here with RetireEarlyLifestyle.com, and we had a big mix-up last night. Last night we flew from Bari, which is just north of Brindisi, where we were staying. We took a train up to Bari, and then we took a train directly to the Bari airport, which was nice, and did our airport stuff. Got in, got on the flight. It was a 6:20 flight, but we left late, and but it didn't matter. I mean, we got here around 7:30. I think 7:45 actually is when we landed. We touched down. Then you got time in the airport. Then we took a taxi. We had a place booked, and we took the taxi to the place. It was about a 45-minute ride, and we get it was a B&B, and there was nobody around. And we did get in. Somebody let us in, and we went up to the reception, and there wasn't anybody there. Well, we finally got a hold of somebody, and it was a mix-up on our dates for the room. And honestly, it was our fault. We booked a lot of places on this trip. This is a 73-night tour that we're on. Our own tour, private tour, what we do. And I think we've got 10 hotels or something booked, and they're all booked out. I mean, we all, we planned this thing ahead of time purposefully, because the last time we were here, we saw how difficult it was to get a room on the fly. So we get there last night, and we find out that the booking is screwed up. And like I said, I believe it was our fault. I believe we made the mistake. So acknowledging that, now it's 9:30, and we have no place to stay. And so we hit the streets, and we go around, and we check out another B&B, and they're full. Another one, they're full. Hotel, a couple of hotels. We even went to a place called the Grand Hotel, it's expensive. It's €500 a night. Thinking, look, I don't care. It was like 10:30 at night now. I said, we're just going to book it. All we need is one night, and then we're going to get out of there and go to our next destination, which is what we're in the process of doing now. Well, we get to the Grand Hotel, and they're booked. Now, this is a Friday night in Palermo, but there's something else going on, because this is mid-October, and somebody said, that's because such and such is, I don't know if it's a concert or what, but this place was booked now. So we said, well, let's just go ahead and go to the train station and we're on our way to Cefalu this morning. We just decided we'll go to the train station and take the next train to Cefalu last night. Well, we were too late. The last train to Cefalu had gone. So we're asking around at the train station. We got no place to vacation. I got no place to go, and safety is a concern. I mean, it's getting late now, and we're in a Palermo. It seems safe, but we've got all of our stuff with us, and just not. I'm with Acacia, and I wanted some place where we could be, just to make sure we were going to be safe through the night, even if one of us had to stay awake all night. Well, the guys at the train station said no, they can't sleep in there, because they said we closed it down at 1. So they recommended a hotel across the street. Well, we went to the hotel, they were booked. So we sat in a little cafe over there and talking to some people, and one thing after another, they make some calls, and they're not having any luck either. Everything's booked out. So we're like, Acacia and I are thinking, well, can we find one idea was to go back to the airport and just spend the night in the airport. And that was pretty much plan A at that time. But meanwhile, we're talking to these guys, and they're making some calls, and finally a guy calls this hotel. Now, we're not in the town of Palermo. We were out on a peninsula, which is just west of Palermo, southwest, I guess. And what was the name of the town? The
Bellevue.
The Bellevue Hotel. So if you look that up, you'll find where we were. And so the owner of this little cafe says, okay, they have a room. Tells us the price. We say, great, we'll take it. But now we got to get the taxi. Well, they're mumbling around, and we don't understand Italian, and broken English from them. But finally, the owner pulls up in his car and he goes, okay, I'm the taxi. So the owner of this hotel, the owner of this cafe actually took us. It's about last night it was a 30-minute ride or more to the Bellevue Hotel in this village that's along, like I said, southwest of Palermo. And we were greeted there by this very nice gentleman who's our driver right now. I'll pan around here and show you him, yeah. And so now he's our driver this morning, taking us to the train station. So it has been a crazy, crazy night. We both got about 5 hours sleep last night. We finally got checked in and settled down around midnight, and I woke up at 5, which is my typical normal time. And so we're a little I don't know if jet lagged the word. We're tired, but we're going to Cefalu, and we're hopefully our contact there is alerted that we're on our way, and we've got an apartment right there, so hopefully all will go smooth. Anyway, these are the adventures that you have when you're traveling. We handled it well, but it was getting late at night and no place to go. Safety was my number one concern, and Acacia and I both looked at each other and said, these guys are angels. These guys really treated us well, and we very, very, very much appreciated that. So anyway, that's a good story from Sicily, Palermo, Sicily, and we're on the outskirts now of Palermo. So it's another day in the life of Billy and Acacia from RetireEarlyLifestyle.com.
1991, the critics said it couldn't be done. Wanted to retire while they were still very young. Selling everything, now they have a life in the sun. Having more fun than anyone. Traveling the world to faraway places. Eating strange food, putting in their paces. Hanging out in Mexico, making lots of friends. It's a lifestyle, they'll live it to the beautiful end. You see, it didn't take long, living the dream. It's easier now than it ever seemed. It didn't take long, let them show you how, so that you too can retire now. That was 4 decades ago.